come in, they can come in. Okay. Rightio. So you're still in that floaty, airy place. The box is still in front of you. For the second time, G-Girls opened the box, and there was nothing inside. Oh, before we go any further, Archie, can you put your little icon figure back on? Somehow I've taken it off, and I don't know where I've put it.
Okay, give me a moment. I'll see what I can do about that.
What did you do with G-Girl?
I don't know. I'm just cleaning up the backdrop, and she disappeared.
Is she up there
cool.
with the?
She's there. That's cool. And I'll just put her there, and save, and there she is. Cool. Okay. So floating around in limbo. I'll just be floating in a lovely little semicircular thing.
Okay. So everybody, let's see. Centurion is let me in character. Let's see. Centurion is the vial that makes his armor look
Regenerate.
better.
Yep, regenerate.
No, that's in my character. I'm in character.
Oh, okay.
He's talking out loud, thinking out loud.
All good.
Okay, Centurion gets the thingy that makes his armor okay. G-Girl gets nothing. I get mauves. Looking at Ice Rider. What did you get again?
I've got this little oval button. Was it little? Or was
it would be about a half an inch.
Yeah, a tiny button.
Okay, and you looking at the new guy.
Mm-hmm.
You
Sonic Smash, he says.
You can't get anything. You can't.
I can't touch it, and
box.
he puts his hand through it again and again, just to emphasize that he can't touch it.
And the first time we opened it, there was this letter that. What did the letter say? What does the letter say again?
Good question. What does the letter say again?
See you next Saturday.
Retro.
It was something to the effect of, "This is for Dr. Kiyoshi." That was pretty much it.
Mm-hmm. And who opened it up to get that letter?
I don't know, but I've got a feeling it was Centurion.
Okay. Centurion, why don't you open the box one more time? Let's see if you get another one of those vials. Now that you use the one that you have.
He'll do it, and there's nothing in the box.
Oh.
He rummages around in it, pulls up if there's any cloth or anything, lining or anything. Nothing.
Oh, okay. That was unexpected. Look at G-Girl.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know what to think. I am genuinely dumbfounded.
Well, this box is just our biggest clue on one, where we are, and two, how to get home. Centurion's not getting anything anymore. He got the vial and he used it.
Once.
Wait a minute.
It's got 3 lots.
Huh?
He used 1 lot of it because it holds 3 lots, doses.
But it was 1 vial, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're going to use a third of it.
Okay. You didn't get anything. Oh, wait a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Well, wait a minute. But why would I get moths?
That dissipate when they leave a little.
Maybe you got nothing on you.
Maybe it's all in your mind. It's all clouded. I don't know.
Maybe you just have lint in your pocket.
Everybody saw. Lint in my. Which in my pocket? See if I have lint.
No.
No lint.
No, you're a tidy young lady. You don't do that sort of thing.
I look at Ice Rider.
Mm-hmm. He's now wearing the button. He's attached it with some ice to his collar.
Oh, okay. Okay, look and see if there's another button.
Alright, I'll open the box.
No.
Is the button still on my collar?
Yep.
Alright, cool.
And the box
Well-
is empty.
The box is, apart from its lining, which you've seen each and every time, yes, it is empty. I mean, you can go in there and ruffle up the lining to make sure there's nothing hiding under it or all that sort of stuff. There's
Give me
just the
the button.
lining in the box.
Give me the button.
Alright, I'll rip off the button and give it to her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna hold it in my hand, make sure that I feel it in my hand. Okay, go for the box again.
I open the box.
And it's a box.
No button.
No nothing. Just the
Is it
box.
still
with
in
the
her
lining.
hand?
She can hold it. She can see it. It's still in her hand.
Yeah, I still have it. Okay. So
Are there still
talk
other?
you the button.
Sorry, what was that?
I tossed Ice Rider back his button.
Okay.
Take it back.
Mhm.
Are there still portals here, or is it just completely
Yeah.
white?
There's still portals all around. Remember, you are in this drifty space with no floor, so to speak, just black all around you. And in it, you've got all these huge oval portals that just float on different levels and they're different all around you and different angles and all that sort of stuff.
I guess I can't just click my heels twice and go, I wish I was home.
But there's
You
no
can
place
try.
like it.
Yeah, there's no place like home.
You can try.
Nah.
Okay.
So it'll probably take me to Wonderland. Oh no, not Wonderland, Oz.
Mm. Okay, if we go with the thought that maybe the box is giving us stuff that we need or we don't know we need. So, because it gave Centurion that vial to help repair his clothing, right? I mean his armor.
Mhm.
So, and they didn't give G-Gill anything. It means G-Gill may not need anything. So they gave you, looking at Ice Rider, a button. Well, why would you need a button?
Well, it's weird because it's not like you can put it on any clothing. I don't know, maybe it's a missing piece of something.
Hmm? Oh, maybe it is. Maybe it's a missing piece. Are you like trying to find something or someone?
Not really, why?
Are you sure?
Why, what are you getting at?
Well, okay. G-Girl got nothing. Now, if I'm right, it's giving people what people need. I'm still trying to figure out
We know
why I need
G-Girl's
mobs.
definitely looking for someone. Hasn't she said that she's been searching for her father?
Yep.
I've been trying to avoid my father.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like she's looking for him. So G-Girl doesn't need anything. But Centurion needed something to heal his armor. You just
So
gotta figure out.
what does the moth mean? The moths, sorry.
Yeah,
mean
that's what
for-
I was gonna say.
Hmm.
Just have to figure out what the moths have to do with something I might need. Well, what do moths mean? I mean, what do they signify?
I don't know, let me pull out my dream book.
You got a dream book?
It's called the internet. What do dreams mean? What do moths mean in dreams?
Mhm.
What's the internet?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I'm talking out of. I was thought we
Yeah,
were talking
out of character. That's okay. So, after consulting
Well,
your handy book of
the internet.
dreams,
Actually, I thought the internet would be in existence. Just
The
Nah,
internet, the
just as a
internet.
it'd
college.
be the beginning. They'd have those beginning ones, whatever they were,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
initials, where
But
they're
yeah,
hooking up
your
some
average
university, I
on
person
think.
Morse
doesn't
code.
know anything about the internet.
Yeah.
You know what computers are, but that's about it.
Mm. So, sorry, Ice Rider, have you done the Google thing?
No, because I thought I was talking out of character. Sorry.
You can Google it if you've got a book of dreams on your person. Perhaps you do. You might be into it. I don't know. Look it up on the internet.
I bet you anything my mum has it, but she's not around.
Hmm. Well, so it's something you might have come across in your history. Google it. See if it comes up with
I
anything.
have
Hmm.
a symbol of what the fuck?
I'm trying to remember off the top of my head if I remember what buttons mean, because I do know buttons do have a dream significance. I just can't remember what it is.
I mean, it could just be something simple like needing to put your type of trousers.
No, I don't think so. No, it is a psychological something. I just can't remember what it is.
Okay. So what you got the meaning there, Sid?
I got 3 of them. I was just looking up a
Well,
word because I didn't know what transient
okay.
meant.
Transient.
That's
Transcendental? Transcendental or transient?
Transient. Well, it depends on the context of the sentence.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Oh,
Pick one. Just read it out.
Transient. Okay.
Yeah.
A symbol of transient wealth or something that is consuming your valuables.
Okay.
Right.
That's what malls mean.
Well, that's one of 3 I've got here. I'm sure there's many more because these books
What's the
tend
other
to be
2?
like this. A moth
the
is
other
not very attractive, desirable, or known for many positive attributes. There is the story of a moth being attracted to the flame, which got too close to the flame and was destroyed. The moth in your dream may be pointed out a personal weakness, or maybe, and it's just ... And the third one's pretty much the same thing.
So,
Okay.
Pacifica, you are a inheritor. Don't forget.
Say again. I'm sorry.
You were an inheritor.
That's
Right.
just the first thing I saw on Google.
Yep. Well, only you have the book, matey, so only you can access it.
I didn't even know I had the book.
Well, you just said it. I just gave it to you.
Ah, okay, cool. Why is my... Sorry, my screen keeps moving. Board.
So you're going to look up button.
Let's see.
Okay. So, Basilica, any thoughts on that little revelation?
Well, I was thinking the either the transient wealth or the unattractiveness
Mm-hmm.
because of my
Yep.
skin.
Yep. Okay, that's cool. Well, you've got. I'm not saying you're right or wrong. I'm just saying you've got some things to consider and weigh up and decide for yourself which way you think it goes. That's all cool. Okay, Sid, your button one.
I'm currently looking.
Okay,
You said, okay, back in character now.
that's it.
I don't think it has to do with the unattractiveness, because I always dealt with that. That's never been an issue for me. If this is something like a dream, then something about my money, my
Inheritance. Could be.
Okay. Buttons.
I
I
haven't
guess
been
my
paying.
belly button really is an oval.
I think it's not inherent. I thought it was it's my allowance, wasn't it? Because
You're
my
in.
parents
Yeah.
aren't dead.
Yeah. But you have a huge trust.
I have a trust, right?
Yeah. and you get quite a considerable interest off it every month.
Yeah. I never thought I had concerns about that, but maybe it's saying I should.
Mm-hmm. Could be.
Hmm.
Any thoughts, G Girl?
I still haven't come up. I still have not come up with anything.
Okay, and would
I'm
G Girl be
befuddled.
buying into the idea that it's somehow connected to dreams?
I mean, if it was that simple, I mean, one of the things I've always dreamed about is actually going ahead and actually making Penelope actually talk. But I've been
Yes.
having such an issue with this voice technology.
Mm-hmm.
Have you
So,
tried talking to Penelope
Penelope,
now?
you feel like responding to me?
So what current things have you got set for Penelope to interact? Is it just at the moment a more screen-based sort of thing? Or can you say something and she can then print it out on the screen?
I was saying until I came up with a role play excuse to actually have her talk, is
Yeah.
that she talks in terms of certain beeps. It's more like a status condition.
Radio. So she beeps, what is your question, G Girl? I know she wouldn't call you G Girl, she'd call you by your name.
No, she'll call me by whatever's appropriate because she knows that sometimes people don't. I can't go by my real name.
Okay, so she'll say.
If she's smart enough, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so she'll say, well, what is it? Are you wanting something, G Girl?
She's actually saying it.
More beeping it to you. No, your normal form of communication. No, your normal form.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it was just a testing of a query to see what the status of this world is and the nature of the world.
Okay, so she starts spewing out data. Mass, 0. Length, 0 to infinity. Width, 0 to infinity. Height, 0 to infinity. Gravity, inconsistent, consistent. She's giving you a whole lot of gobbledygook.
Yeah, because in
And
her mind, this world probably doesn't
compute very much.
Yeah, the normal universal constants don't apply here.
Yep, and
That's something I think we just figured out and just got empirical evidence that it's weird.
Yeah, she does pick up approximately 259 close power signatures.
259.
Mm-hmm. Within her range of, censoring.
I'm trying to figure out how I can. Can you explain how you came up with that number?
My sensors have located 259 sources of energy.
In which direction, mainly?
She beeps. She starts with number 1, beep, 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 beep. Number 2, beep, 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 beep. Number 3, beep, beep, beep. And you sort of roughly, go off this rough directions. And she's lining up with all the portals.
So there you go, guys. It's picking. She's managed to pick up all the portals.
Well, we can see them.
I'll point out the closest one.
Yeah, you can see the portals all around you.
Yeah, we can see the portals.
Yeah, she has, but she's just picked up that there's 259 within the range of her sensors.
Yeah.
Oh God.
There's only one way to do this now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I look at. So, what does the button mean?
It means a lot of things. Basically, it's just guy can't really express emotions or stuff like that. Emotions kept in check. Stuff like that.
So you'd think it would be for someone who's rather cold.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Still, but G-Girl's not
Ah,
exactly an airhead, so it
Mhm.
doesn't explain why she gets nothing.
No.
maybe it's not nothing. Maybe it's literally what we're looking at, an empty box. Looking at him, what does an empty box mean?
It's a good question.
It's a very good question.
It'd be funny if I looked in that box and we just see the universe as we're seeing inside the box.
That
There you go.
would
Take
be
a
a
look.
very drug-induced moment. Very fitting for the 60s.
Very trippy.
Yeah. So, are you having another look in the box, G-Girl?
I'm gonna give it another shot.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You open it up, you see nothing in the box, and Penelope beeps, oh, 260 energy sources.
All right, and then I close it again,
Mm-hmm.
and it goes back to 259.
Yes.
So there's a pocket dimension inside of the box.
And it didn't read another one within the universe around us. So, as far as I know, it doesn't. The idea of nesting dimensions doesn't sit well. Doesn't work
No.
that way.
No. So, what is it
Okay.
that Penelope is actually sensing?
Time for me to be a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Want to climb in the box?
It's a small box. You'd only fit a hand or foot in it. What are you going to do there, Basilica? Oh, you're typing, sorry.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
What's that? Okay. Basically, yeah.
Okay, so you open the box and out fly a whole of the moths. Big, huge, fat,
Uh,
scary, ugly looking things. And like they get roughly within like a yard or two away from you and they all start just like, dispersing. Like as in the individual moth disperses itself into its individual
oh.
item sort of thing. That sort of thing, disintegrating or dispersing,
Uh-huh.
however you want. Apart from the fact that the cloud will also disperse, but
Ah. Okay. By the way, that should be box, not bow.
Are you sure?
I was about to say, did I type in bow?
Yeah.
No, it's real cool.
Yeah. Basically, I'm using the thing that we came to understand the way this works. MH370. What the hell was MH370?
Pardon?
I just got a news alert that they stopped looking for MH370 after 3 years.
Okay.
What the hell is MH370?
Well, tell us when you find out.
I certainly will.
Okay.
Anyway, basically I'm trying to imagine myself passing through the box.
Doesn't happen. You just got all those moths around you.
Okay, well, if it doesn't immediately happen as the moths start to disappear, I'm going to try and grab one.
Okay. You grab one. Also, Penelope hasn't pinged you at all, G-Girl, saying that there's an energy source.
That's really odd. You know what?
I'm
gonna go ahead and take Penelope and in my arm bracer interface. I'm gonna try putting it into the box.
Oh, good God.
Okay.
All right, just report what you see in there after I close the box, and then I'll open it back up and pull you out.
Affirmative.
All right, so I go ahead and I put Penelope in the box.
Am I successful?
I mean, I always want.
All right, Penelope's in the box. You try to close it best you can. You wait for a signal.
Well, when he put, just a question, I'm catching moths, but when she opened it to put Penelope, and did Penelope ding 260 again or no?
Yes.
Okay.
The moth you've got is in your hand. It's a rather large one. You don't actually encompass it with your whole hand. It's sort of like halfway between a baby sparrow and a full-grown sparrow. That's how big the moth is.
You have to hold it with 2 hands.
No, one hand is okay, but it's really big. Okay. G-Girl.
Yes.
You've given Penelope about 10, 15 seconds and you've got nothing back from her.
All right. I'll open the box back up.
She's there. It's there.
I pull it out. So, what do you have to report for me, Penelope?
Nothing. Time elapsed 0.001 seconds.
And that was after 15 seconds?
Mm.
It was approximately 15 seconds on my end. Time dilation effect of some sort.
Mm-hmm. An extremely significant one. What sort of thing would create that sort of difference?
A black hole?
Black hole, you say?
Maybe my gravity powers? It has something to do with it.
A stasis field?
Okay, so Sonic Smash is sort of looking around. What are we doing now? He says.
Trying to figure out this box, I think. I'm looking at the moth in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
Can I try and recognize it?
Sure. It's nothing like you've ever seen. It's just a
Anybody
really
ever see a
big,
moth
fat
like
moth.
this?
Sonic Smash, we have moths similar to that. I don't think I'd seen that particular moth, but really big, large moths. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to put it back in. Oh no! When I open the thing, it's just going to be more moths flying away. I put it in my pocket.
Okay.
How big is this box anyway?
The box is around about 1.5 feet by about 1.5 feet by about a foot.
Okay, so picking it up and taking it with us.
It's floating, unless you're holding it.
No.
Remember, there's no ground here or ceiling. There's no up or down. It's just you orientate yourself with a way that feels comfortable.
Very weird.
Oh, okay.
So, do you want to ponder some more, or do you want to do something else?
Ponder some more. I'm going to take
That's the
that
only
box.
thing I could think of.
Yeah.
Listen,
Maybe we could do another box, open another portal.
we know there's 250, and we've been through one, so we've got
259, and that's only the ones that are in range.
260 if G-Girl opens up the box.
Yes.
Well, okay, let me ask you: are all the boxes identically sized?
There's only one box.
It's only one box, but there are a whole heap of these, what we think are portals.
Yeah, the oval portals outside of you, that's the 259 that Penelope was referring to. When G-Girl opens the box, she pings out 260.
Wait a minute. G-Girl gets a portal out of it. Anybody? I mean, it just hit me. G-Girl actually gets a portal. I said G-Girl in my phone app. Hurt me. G-Girl gets a portal when she opens the box. That must mean something.
The only thing it gives me is an idea for going ahead and traveling to the future.
Can you do that?
What?
Traveling to the future.
It'd be a one-way trip.
Why would it be one way?
Because you only figured out how to go forward.
Exactly. I mean, the only thing I could do is go into the field effect like that and then when I decide to come out, the time on the outside will go faster than the time subjected
So you're
of me
not
subjected
traveling
in
in
here.
time.
Sure you are.
You're just slowing down time around you. I mean, real time
We
travel.
all travel through time.
You know, I was about to say that we're always technically traveling forward in time, but it's
I'm
the
talking
Yeah.
about like in Jules Verne.
Oh, you don't think I would love to do time travel? Go ahead and meet Tesla, see what his secret was for electricity, and how he got robbed of his rightful place.
And his unified field theory.
Hmm.
Well, he started the basics of it. Then the Russians took over, I think.
I would love to
Uh,
go have met the man.
have you ever tried time traveling?
I am not gonna open up a wormhole and see what happens. Things can go incredibly badly.
Very
That's
wonky.
that's one of the reasons I tended to avoid doing anything other than simple gravity effects because the consequences are staggering.
Yeah. I mean, I could be wrong, but I think I remember something about um, time and bending and probably having gravitation having an effect on it. I think.
Well,
I think I read it into it.
theoretically,
I read
I
it
mean,
in.
I possibly could make a wormhole to my past self.
Wouldn't wormholes be dangerous?
I just finished telling you that.
Oh,
So
but
Ice
you
Riders
said
put
okay.
forward to try another portal. What do you guys think?
I think at this stage, I don't think we have anything to lose.
wow.
Okay.
Unless we can get out of here on our own, we're not going anywhere.
Well, it's clear somehow that the box, when you open it, becomes a portal. We want to go through that one?
So which portal are you thinking of, Ice Rider? Try to get into a little box 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot deep.
Well,
One of those
Giga would
7
have
foot
to
tall.
fit in because she's the one who can open the portal.
Well, I'm thinking, I wonder if the box is more like an origami shape and maybe I could open it up.
Up to you. You can try.
I give it, I'll see how I can manipulate the box.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it's going to be just like one of those stupid, that SNL skit with something that's supposed to be, that's in it that shouldn't have been in it.
Mhm.
And I'm
Okay.
trying not to say it for those people who might watch or listen to this and like,
I doubt it. Oh.
especially with Mr. Timberlake and what he was singing about it.
All good.
Timberlake. He can bite me.
Okay, so
You know what I'm talking about, right?
No,
Don't
I
worry.
don't watch an SNL nowadays.
He was he went ahead and gave a present to somebody, and he had his beep in the box.
Oh, yeah, I just remembered the skit now.
Mm.
If you would have said, what's that group, Lonely Islands? I would have probably got it sooner.
Sounds like something dumb he would
I
do.
don't watch SNL
Yeah,
myself. I just
it was
remember seeing that on
dumb.
YouTube.
Yep. Okay, guys. So we're going what portal? One of the little box or one of the 7 foot tall portals?
I can fit through one of the 7 foot.
Yes, you can. You have already.
Yeah.
I'm just curious what will happen if you pull a portal through a portal.
You can try.
Hey, that might actually not be a bad idea. That
Oh
might
yeah,
not
nothing
be a
wrong
bad idea.
can happen.
Hey, can't hurt to try.
Famous last words.
But,
I was wrong.
yeah.
So, what do you want to do, guys?
I think we're
I
going
think
to look for. I point to the box and say we should try that. Considering we have things coming out of this particular portal, and they look to be connected. At least some of them look to be connected to where we come from.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Let's do it.
Okay. So,
Okay,
you open the box.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, you go. You go.
I was about to say, I guess I can't just think of the portal way home and see if I move towards it.
You start moving.
I'm thinking of the portal way back home.
Mm-hmm. You start
Show
moving.
me the way
You guys
to
suddenly
go.
see Ice Rider just sort of go woof away somewhere. And
I was going to say slowly as well. Just
okay. Well, he
because
speeds up and then goes
curious.
slow.
I envision myself where he's at.
Okay,
Know what?
you
I
go to him.
envision myself where he plans on being at.
He doesn't know where he's going to be at, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, I didn't even.
So
Oh,
I didn't
well,
even know I was
you
gonna
get
move.
to fly after him, so to speak, and immediately get in front of him. That's the closest you can do. So you're pushed up against his chest.
No, I'm just picturing the Tom and Jerry cartoon with Jerry skating on the ice, and that when he froze up the whole kitchen, and I'm just picturing G Girl just trying to do the fake skating, moving around to the non-existent ice on the floor, navigating around the team.
Beautifully. You do it
Hey,
beautifully.
hey, Basilica, I wasn't moving, was I?
If there's any kind of moving going on here, it's better left in bedrooms.
So
No, well,
after a
he
short
closed
time,
his eyes and just opened them and said, "Well,
yeah,
am I still here?"
after a short time, you arrive at a portal. You and Basilica.
And don't forget G Girl skating around.
Yeah. Just
Okay, that took a while. Where were you planning on going?
To the portal home.
Wow,
That's That's literally what I was trying to think of,
that's a rocking idea, dude.
mm-hmm.
and it took me here, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
So
we got the box with us.
you have, if you want to hold on to it.
Maybe can they still see us? Can they hear us? Or do we have to go back and get them?
Remember how this place works.
Mm-hmm.
I will think my voice projecting them and tell them, "Come follow us." Or come
Okay.
to me. I think of them coming to me.
Oh, okay. Suddenly you three start, Sonic and Basilica, Sonic, G-Gill, and Centurion, you start moving. The only way you know you're moving is by the fact that a lot of other portals are moving past you. And you're going in roughly the general direction of where Ice Rider is.
And I imagine one of them's holding the box, right? Jigo was?
Yeah, G Girl's holding the box while she's fake ice skating.
Yeah. And doing a fantastic job, especially when you do the part where you go upside down and skate upside down for a while.
Oh, this is so sick.
Yeah.
This is way too simple.
Okay, so you're all gathered around this particular portal.
Well, here we
I
are.
explain them what I just did. I also say it's a little too easy.
Well, nothing's been hard here, honestly.
But
Apart from a particular battle.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But do we really have a choice at the moment?
Let's go.
After you.
All right. Let's go.
All right.
I will armor up before I enter this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I put my gravity field up and I go in.
I just slide on and I ride.
I'll bring up the rear.
Okay. Right, so Gravity Gill, you just put your gravity up and go in, is that right?
Yep.
And so it takes you a wee while, Ice Rider, to put your armor on?
It depends. Are we still... Are our powers still weakened in this?
You can access them.
If they're normal, then it should take me only like 2 turns to get up to 100.
Okay, so Giggle, you go through first.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay, so G-Girl starts entering the
Roy
portal.
Jenkins.
There's a huge odd vibration followed by a bone-shaking pulse. And you see G-Girl and then the rest of you expelled from the portal, not out, but back towards where you're coming from. And that little box that you've got in your hand is starting to glow quite mightily. And
Everyone
you are
hold
moving
on.
at a great speed.
Everyone, get a hold of that box.
And it's getting warmer.
Warmer. All right. You know what?
That's all right.
We didn't go in at the same
And
time.
now we're
so.
hot. The box is hot.
Did we all end up going in, or is it
You're
just
all you're all being pushed back.
Oh, we're being pushed back
Yeah.
towards the space of the place we came from just now.
Yep. At a great speed.
I'm
And
actually
the
going
box is
to
going
propel myself
from
even faster.
yeah. Okay, you start moving ahead of them.
Yeah,
The
we'll
box
start
is
trying to
glowing.
move as fast as we can.
You want to
Okay,
move the box away from us? You see?
We don't know.
Oh, you don't want to leave the box here.
I tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and fly up with the box.
I could try putting ice around
At
the
full
box, try to
speed.
keep it cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think I bet it might be best to distance ourselves.
Okay.
Don't-
So you're letting
Well,
the
I
box
can't
go
say anything
and
there.
moving fast. Is that what you're saying?
Do I know she's doing that?
Well, you and Ice Rider have sped up.
No, that's right. I sped up. So yeah. So we don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna go.
I was holding on to the box still.
No, G-Girl had the box.
Well,
If it's getting
I
as
thought-
hot as the thing it is, trying to hold on to the box is going to be problematic anyway.
Yep.
I think
So,
so. I would have ended up suspending it in the 0G field until we could figure
Yep.
out what to do with it. And then when we decided we're going to go, are we going to get rid of it because it's getting really nasty here?
None of us can hear you.
When you let it go, it's already getting up to a point where you'll start to burn the skin on your hand if you touch it.
Okay, that's the invulnerability. You know what? It's time to let it go.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and let it go as fast as possible. Negative 12 Gs all the way up.
Okay. And because there doesn't seem to be any gravity, it's just going to infinitely carry on at that speed.
Oh my God.
So you see it shoot off, rocket off, goes way past your range,
Rocket
and disappears from sight.
Oh
And you're still traveling in the same direction as the rest of the group.
yeah, I still kept my button.
Yep. And it felt like a second to some of you. It felt like an hour to others because time here is really weird and totally subjective to the individual. So after either a second or a couple of hours, who knows, above you, the darkness just lights up with a huge white glow.
You never take a trans-dimensional item into a trans-dimensional item. Space. Everybody knows that.
I read it in all my comics, says Basilica.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that.
Unfortunately, D&D hadn't been invented yet.
No, actually, I was going to go ahead and say this is ground control to Major Tom, but this didn't come out. That didn't come out for another 4 years.
Okay, so you guys are just moving at great speed through this space, whatever it is, flying past portals left, right, and center.
Oh, we're flying past portals now?
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were going to. We got pushed back beyond that portal.
Back
right?
towards the portals, yes.
Well, the portals are
I
all
will
around you, and they go on forever.
Yeah.
But we didn't actually go through the portal, did we?
G-Girl started to go into the portal, and that's when that whole funny thing happened.
We got expelled. I've never been expelled.
Okay, let me make sure I understand because I thought this is how the sequence went. We went to the portal that should have led us back home.
Mm-hmm.
G-Gil went in. Was it Ice Rider went in first or G-Gil went in first?
G-Gil.
G-Gil went in first. Ice Rider went in after that. Everybody went in, and I pulled up the rear.
Well, no, G-Gil went in. Everyone
As
else
soon as
started to
Jigo
move
went
in,
in,
but that's
Oh, we
when
never
that thing
got in.
happened.
Okay, but trying to get, we got repulsed, not
Yes,
repelled, not expelled. We got repulsed from going
repulsed. Yep.
into the portal. Okay,
yeah.
that's what was confusing me.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, then in that case, oh darn, sequence of events are wrong. I would have called for Jigo to get out of there to bring the box back out of the portal. Oh well, things didn't happen that way, and yeah, I move away from the portal
Mm-hmm.
as fast as I can.
Mm-hmm.
So what's happening now? Is it just something's there?
You guys are just moving at great speed in
All
a
right,
direction.
all right, guys, think about stopping.
Mm-hmm. So you
And
all
we
sort
all
of stop.
No problem. Do a roadrunner stop.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna go see if that portal's still up or if it's closed, and I think
Okay.
about going back to that portal.
Okay. You go back to that portal.
Okay.
That portal looks. The best way to describe it would be wounded. It's rupturing in places. It's got a sort of a. It looks like a festery sore. It doesn't look like a pure like all the rest of the oval portals are. It looks damaged, infected, broken, something. It changes. So at one stage it's this like infected, sore, pussy thing, and then it becomes a broken mirror-like thing, and then it's like a balloon, but it's leaking energy or light or something, and it just keeps on rotating and moving through various stages of that sort of nature.
I'm wondering if I should just try to close them.
As you keep
Try
on
to
looking,
force.
as you keep on looking, Ice Rider, you can start seeing that around its edges, it's starting to shatter. It's starting to break down.
Can I try to keep it open with ice?
You can try. It's the edges of the portal that are shattering and breaking off and splintering off.
Yeah, can I try to hold it together with ice, like trying to wrap
You
around
can.
the ice?
There you go. Make it roll hit.
Oh, roll to hit.
In the mean,
Yeah.
I
The only
thought,
thing that's going to miss is a 20 maybe, but you've got a chance you might miss it.
yeah, I thought it was just like I just created and it's there. I didn't
Yeah.
know how to do it.
Yeah.
in the meantime, I'm going to envision myself at a portal, the next portal that will take us home, the most
Okay. Suddenly, the rest of you, Basilica starts going off at an angle to somewhere else. And in a short time, you're before another portal. All these portals look the same except for the one that's sort of damaged.
Mhm.
So Ice Rider, you're pouring on more and more ice, trying to keep the whole thing together. When your ice comes in contact with this stuff, your ice changes. Some of it stays ice, some of it melts, some of it changes into jelly. There's a couple bits that change into flowers. Other bits change into lightning. It's like really not having that much of an effect, and it's quite a chaotic area.
Unstable reality.
Yeah, all right. We're not going to go through that portal. Can we get to the box? Can I think about getting to the box? Or is that
Okay.
gone?
Don't know. You just want to get to the box, so you start moving towards where the box might be. You get there and you stop before you can see in front of you. Distance is always hard to judge in this place. But in
Yeah.
front of you, you stop before you get too close because you can see what theoretically would look like a little mini sun amongst all these
Yeah.
portals.
Okay, I think we're gonna have to pick a portal. Basilica, she's probably found something, so let's go to her then.
Okay, so you head off to her. I don't know what the rest do.
And I tell the rest of them.
Okay.
I think about telling them all.
All good. Yeah. See, there's one good thing about this place. Communication is not that hard.
No, distance doesn't
Okay,
matter.
yeah, no. So Basilica is standing by another portal. It looks exactly the same as all the other portals before you. 7 feet tall, about 3.5 feet wide, oval shape, light with a faint edge around it. Not quite, you can't see it and touch it, but it looks like it's a substantial edge. But that's all.
Now, you want me to try this first this time?
Yeah, let's see if something different happens.
Okay. I'm assuming you've paid your couple of points, whatever you need, to maintain your ice armor and to pay for the blast you've had. Yeah. So you're walking in there with ice armor on. That's what I'm assuming?
I'm just because it's all time things and stuff like that.
Yeah. So what we're going to do, because this place is weird, roll a d10, and that's how many points you've had to use to maintain it.
Yeah. 7.
Okay. So 7 points plus however much it was costing for you to hit that portal that you're trying to hold together a couple of times.
Well, I only did it once, but you'll count it
Okay,
as an
that's
ice
cool.
blast.
No,
and
that's
not
cool. One ice blast. However much that cost, Maddie.
Because I thought I was just making ice, where it was costing me movement.
Yep. Oh, okay. But you were trying to attack it to keep it still.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, right, Ice Rider, you go through the portal.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell them what you see because you go through the portal.
Yep.
All I can say is
I'm going to bring in the
see
rear,
the
like,
portal on the other side. Yeah, that's all I can tell you. So way back.
Yeah, so you're sending me a message. Okay. Just wait.
Who? I'm not sending you a message.
Oh, I thought you said you were telling me something, but you didn't tell me anything.
No, I can't tell you anything. I was just leaning down. Sorry, my back's sore. No, I can't tell you anything because the others. Well, no, the others are cut off from you, so they wouldn't know.
Well, I imagine they were following me. So,
yeah.
actually, waiting for everybody else to. I'm bringing up the rear again.
All right.
Okay. Well, the others all go through then, I guess, if no one's objecting. And
before I go through, I'm going to try something, and I'm going to say, I'm going to speak to him through the portal because I can.
Okay.
What's on the other side?
People have been asking that question for all their lives.
I asked. He's typing.
No, seriously, Steve, do I hear her?
Keep going.
Well, I don't know if I hear her or not.
No, I'm talking to
Oh, okay.
Bob. Sorry.
What was that?
No, it's all right. Just using something. Radio. But of course you can't say anything because she can't, nothing comes back to you, Basilica. You're all very much alone.
Okay. Well, then I will head in. I just wanted to see if maybe we can communicate through these portals.
Fair enough. But now you know you can't. So you step out. So everyone, you can see a portal behind you. You're in a very dry place. It's sandy and barren dirt. You're in some sort of ravine because you've got tall cliffs that go either side of you. The width of the base would be around about, I don't know, 20 yards perhaps, with little rock outcroppings. It would seem that this used to be a valley with a river in it, but the river's long since gone. There's small copse of really dry, stringy, wiry trees and bushes. Nothing really above about 15 feet. Apart from that, there's not really a lot else to see. You've got to choose to either go one direction or the other through the valley.
Which way is the sun facing?
The sun is high in the sky. So is the other one.
The other one?
Mm.
Too.
Mm-hmm. And you can
Yeah,
already
I
see
don't
full
think.
moons, crescent moons.
Definitely not where I was hoping that this would take us.
Mm-hmm. So what would you like to do?
I guess we can go back in or find out where we are, as long as none of you guys decide to kill anybody.
Hmm.
It's just an empty desert with a mountain and a
Well,
dead
no
river.
desert. It's a dry canyon, really. You can see evidence that it was once a river bed, but it's gone. It looks like it's been gone for a long time. So you
Well,
either travel what technically would be, I can't tell you which is up and which is down, but you either travel up or down the canyon. You'll only find out which way it is by the time you get to the end.
Hmm.
do any of you guys remember the survival thing if you're meant to follow go upriver or down? Thought it was
What
up.
was that? If you want to what?
We could always follow this dead riverbank,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
but if you guys want to go back,
Can we go back?
well, the portal's still there.
Mm-hmm.
hmm Well, I'm actually interested in finding out where we are, since we're here.
And remember your thought process of you choosing this particular portal.
Yeah. Oh, right. This is the next best play to get home.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what, Penelope, you read any other energy signatures?
Is what she says. What? She's never said that before. You don't even know what it means.
So we're in a so we're surrounded by a canyon.
Can you give me a just a no points needed an inventing percentage, please, Archie?
Inventive percentage 63. One moment.
Yep. You have a look at the your armband thingy that's connected to the one that you keep all your sensors and your your vital signs and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
You're showing that several of her cells are malfunctioning, that she is down to 40% power, that the invulnerability field is about to rupture.
You know what? I'm going to tell her to go in low power mode.
Okay.
See if that helps any.
Doesn't respond.
I'll manually do it.
Okay. Rightio. You put her right down to virtually, just cell on sleep sort of mode sort of thing. Just watching the indicators. It's still a little bit shaky, but it's almost, you're not sure. You're going to have to keep an eye on it.
You know what? I'm going to play it safe and turn it off.
Okay.
Sorry, Penelope. I'll put you back on as soon as it's safe.
Right. Okay. You turn her off.
Okay. So, for the record, I'm going to go ahead and say that my invulnerability field is off.
Right. Okay. Which way are you going? If you're going one way on the riverbed,
We'll
turn to your right or turn into your left.
I was gonna go the riverbed. Is there like a slight lean to the ground, or is it just dead flat?
It's mostly it's uneven flat ground. If you look to the left, you can see that it goes up, and then there's a sort of a slight bend sort of towards the right, and it carries on going up that way until you can't see because of the curvature. To the left, it goes down a short way, and then there's a really sharp left.
I'm thinking we go down.
Do you want me to go ahead and try for aerial view?
Might be good. The hills here are around about 20 inches high, about 100 feet high.
The thing is that we're basically in a canyon. You were saying, Steve. So
yeah.
And with Penelope going all haywire, it may cause problems, but let's find out.
Well, I control my gravity powers.
Yep.
The invulnerability field is something that I work that is a separate entity.
Yep. Okay, matey. So, Jigio, you lift off, and what's your normal speed?
I believe we had me set up as 156 miles per hour.
Okay. Do you know what that is in inches per turn?
Nope.
Okay. I think you divide, you times that by 4.4, and that's how many inches you do in a round, I think.
2 feet per second. And that's 228 feet per second.
So you'll be
divided by 5 is 45.
45 inches. Okay, so these things are 200 inches. 200? No. God, hang on. 10, 20 inches high. So, okay, so you go above the canyon top, the top piece, and you carry on going. How high, how much of the 25 do you want to go up? Above the 20.
You know, I'll go with the full 25.
Okay. So you carry on going up, watching more and more of the land unfold before you. So if you were to turn left and take the sharp corner, it looks approximately 100 to 200 yards. You'd actually empty out into the plains that are that way. If you were to go the other way, you continue moving in a canyon, but just at the right at the edge of your vision, you see some sort of structure that way, up on above the top of the cliff, so to speak.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and make Go ahead.
Sorry, all around, it's mostly browny, reedy, dusty, rocky stuff with the odd bit of green copse of trees. But in the distance, you can see tall, snow-lined mountains that seem to have a lot of green on their shoulders. There is a glinty, silvery snake sort of thing that cuts the red earth in half, a river of some nature way out on the plains, and quite a distance away. You see the odd avian creature, bird-like, but that's about it.
All right. I will now fly back down and relay this information to the rest.
Cool. You're going to have to accept me, guys. I need to take a bio break. Can I be back?
Yeah, me too.
Okay. And at that point, I will go ahead and go AFK myself. Then,
Sorry about that. Okay, what are we up to?
I'm back.
Cool.
What I miss?
Nothing yet.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys wanted to say anything when you left or did any planning, but basically we left off when G-Girl touched down and started telling you guys what she saw.
Oh, what did she see?
All the land that I described before.
I wasn't here. I said I had to step away.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. So she went up to, she saw if you take the left, it soon empties out onto the plains, and they're the same reddy brown rock stuff. Way in the distance, there's some snow-capped mountains which seem to have a lot of wood on it, a lot of forest on the shoulders of the mountains. There's a silvery, snaky-like river that cuts the plains in half. She saw a few avian creatures in the sky. She couldn't really place them, not too far away, but she saw something flying. If you go up the other way, it seems to continue in a twisty canyon sort of thing, but right at the edge of her vision, she believes she sees some sort of habitation.
Well, it sounds like where we have to go.
Could we ask Sonic Smash to see, because he can fly?
Yeah.
Fast. Like,
he can, yeah. So you want him to go up to the... Which way?
I've got a feeling we're going right towards that habitation.
Okay.
And away from the
Wait,
mountain.
hold on a second.
But
this is supposed to be able to get us back home. I don't know if populated areas is going to be what we're looking for. It wasn't the last time.
well, we don't know it's populated. It could be abandoned for all we know. But that's why I'm asking
I guess we
Sonic
can't
Smash
hurt
to go.
I'm back.
Look.
Cool. Okay, so Sonic Smash first puts on his armor, his Sonic armor. He won't get caught like that again. And then he zooms off up to the habitation point. Takes him all about, I think...
I advise him to
3
keep his
turns.
distance, and this is purely scouting. If you get into
Yep.
trouble, just run away.
Yeah.
Which is
So
what
he comes
does.
back after around
don't
about...
kill anybody.
He says, I'm not that sort of hero, man. Young lady, sorry. No, he'd say young lady to you. He comes back after a short while, and he says, yes, it's a weird building. I've never seen anything like it. There seem to be a few individuals there, but they don't look warlike. They're wearing robes, and they seem to be sitting, talking. They've got books and things, and not many of them. I only counted 6 people there. It's a big thing. It's like a palace, but an old worn-down palace is the best he says he can describe it. It's made of the same sort of rock that is, that's on top of the plains. And part of it seems to be carved out of the side of the cliffside itself.
Maybe it's a school or something.
Or a temple.
Mm-hmm.
But we...
I guess it can't hurt to go say hi.
Yeah, you say that, but last time...
I didn't say that last time. I never went into town until you guys got into a fight.
So perhaps you need Basilica's diplomatic touch on this one.
Yeah, I think,
Yes,
I think
because
me
she is
me and
so
Basilica will
charismatic.
go down. I don't know if Gio wants to go down or not, but we'll keep
Yeah.
Centurion and Smash around the edges just in case we do get into trouble.
Uh-huh.
They can cover our exit.
All right. Okay, Archie, you okay with that?
Do we have communicators? Because I always thought we had one. Some
You did.
it
But
doesn't
you're having
work.
trouble with yours. It's not working.
It's not working because there's no watchtower or whatever it was called.
Well, no, it still has an internal communicator that, within range, you should still be able to pick up with a 200-yard radius of yourself.
Yeah,
But it's
So
not
that should be
working?
No. Sort of one of you pulls it out and, oh shit, part of it falls off. Shit.
What do you mean full blah 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 blah?
Like,
What do you mean
falls to
falls
bits.
off?
Like, the two bits that they screw together sort of something to contain everything. Like the top just comes off and one of the small batteries just falls out. I mean,
What, and there's
Are
this
the
for all
screws
of us?
there?
Sorry, two questions, didn't hear either.
He asked, "Is that for all of us?" And I asked, "Were the screws there? Did they fall apart because there's no screws?"
Well, no,
or what?
it's like a screw head like that holds everything together, and that goes in your ear. But just that bit came off, and the battery fell out. And no, it's just happened to yours, Ice Rider. You just looked at yours and
Just lovely.
What happened?
his
What
little
happened?
communicator broke.
Check mine.
You push it to turn it on, it doesn't seem to go. You check that it's screwed on tight, and it's screwed on tight. You unscrew it, and yeah, the batteries are still there. You do the funny old taste test of putting the battery on your tongue and and touching the other side so you get a bit of an electrical current.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
All right, I'll pocket the remains, and we should probably head out.
Okay, did somebody let off an EMP pulse? I read that in the comic book. No, excuse me.
Yeah, you did.
saw
You
that
did
in-
indeed.
No, that was in a science fiction
Of
novel.
course.
We were near a mini sun,
Silence.
and we did go through multiple portals that could affect it.
Could do. Okay, so you slowly head
Except
towards
for the fact that his fell apart.
Yeah.
Mine's battery isn't working, but it didn't fall apart. His just fell apart. Is his battery working?
Do you want to try it with the old on the tongue sort of test?
Well,
tell
I
him
could
to
just
do
drop
that.
some ice, and let it melt and touch the battery.
Okay. You do that. You don't get any of that sort of tangy taste feeling. It would indicate that the battery's flat. So Gigio, can I get another inventing roll, please, from you?
Certainly. Still made it.
You're walking along, and then you stop, and you turn around and look, and part of Penelope is just broken away.
Mm-mm.
She's failed on some sort of seal. Why did that seal fail? That was like a high-tech compound seal that was known, high-rated pressure, vacuum, electricity. It could withstand several G-forces. I mean, that's why you use it. How the hell did this seal suddenly fail?
This does not make me feel good.
Did you want to check the
What?
rest of
What
Penelope?
happened?
Oh, definitely.
Okay. As you sort of take off the cover just to check the components and stuff, her power grid, her power pack is completely drained. She's getting, there's several of the alloy elements that seem to have failed. She's a total wreck. You're going to need to do a major overhaul with her.
Damn it.
Yeah. The things that are like the silicon chip, right? That's one sort of compound. doesn't seem to be affected. So hopefully, as long as the silicon chips are intact, you will still have her. You just got to create another body because everything's sitting in the silicon chips. So, but all the other compound and alloy type things, they've all failed.
I'm gonna have to talk to the NASA boys. No.
What's silicon? I'm kind of sketchy. I forgot to do my essay on the periodic table. What is silicon again?
It's
G-Girl?
what sand's made of. Just to put it in a nice, simple manner.
Isn't silicon like something natural?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like
But then again,
it occurs naturally in nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay. Looking at the communicators,
Mm-hmm.
what is everything on it but what's the batteries are made of is
The batteries are made of the batteries themselves don't look damaged at all. You sort of have a look. You unscrew your communicator, and the plastic outside just starts to crack and fail. It just fails. It just starts to
plastic, which
particulate.
is not. Yeah, plastic, which is not a naturally occurring substance.
So just one question, guys. Are your boots made of rubber or some sort of synthetic?
Leather.
Leather?
I know hers are rubber.
Right. So basically anything that is synthetic, guys,
Or is hard rubber,
failing.
Yep.
Yeah. Everything is starting to fail that's synthetic.
Yeah.
Or a compound.
That's synthetic.
Or an alloy.
Yep. Yep. She's armed on that.
An alloy, you said, huh?
Yep.
Okay, so that
Guys,
means
anything that's manufactured and not natural is going to fall apart on us, which means most of our clothes should be falling off of us.
Well, some of you are wearing cotton.
Yourself, I'm wearing cotton.
I guess I can use ice to hide my shame.
Yes.
But I imagine I was wearing...
And Centurion's wearing armor, and Sonic Smash comes from a different dimension. It doesn't seem to be affecting his stuff.
But G-Girl's, her stuff is completely falling apart.
Penelope, unfortunately. And the whole wrist unit.
The wrist unit's falling apart because I know that's alloyed.
Yep.
Then you have the plastic insulation for the wiring that's supposed to lead from Penelope's backpack to the
that's all falling apart. It's going powdery, it's like you know how when that stuff perishes after a long time, but it's happening really quickly.
And the stuffing for Penelope. Because that's not cotton. That's probably some of that cheap ass polyester or some shit like that. So
that's all just reduced to powder, basically.
Okay.
So the rubber and leather harness that you had connected to would still be okay.
Actually, I just realized her outfit would actually be natural silk because silk actually is fairly strong.
Yep, that's all cool.
And it goes along with her spider.
Yep, all good. Okay, so after about half an hour, you're all walking in different states of Ice Rider. You've got ice speedos on.
And yes, that's in character. That is in character.
But you're feeling very...
I imagine that I would have kept at least the shirt and pants. Probably the shoes and all the belts and stuff like that.
Jockeys and your short and your jockeys, some ice and some shoes probably is, and your scarf because it's woolen. And probably your goggles, which would be glass and rubber.
Yep.
I guess the glass would have gone.
Unless you're using high-density plastic on your goggles.
Could have just been ice.
It could be. Up to you.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
I don't see you actually wearing glass going into a fight.
Hmm. Could be safety glass.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure safety glass was
That
invented then.
yeah.
but that's still plastic. So
It's
That's
still
glass
plastic,
with other elements in it. Yeah.
Oh,
and yes, safety plastic was invented. It wasn't the way it is now,
hmm.
but it did
Ah, her
exist.
it,
goggles. G girl's goggles.
Are they alloys and synthetics?
The plastic. Yeah.
That perished,
To
matey.
protect her eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perished.
It's not like I do anything with them. It's just more
Yeah.
for protection.
Yep.
So she has 2010 vision in my mind.
Okay,
am
so
I just
who's
walking around in an
naked and
ice
who's
speedo?
not?
Then
Sorry, Ice Rider?
am I going in with ice speedos, or do I get to keep at least some of my clothes?
Yeah, you got your Speedos, your jockeys, and your boots.
Yep. All right.
And you're totally compatible with a very thin layer of ice over your body if you want to keep yourself cool.
Yeah, I'll walk. I'll walk slower than everyone so I can maintain my ice.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
So I
great.
imagine I'm mounting it, but I'm also regenerating
Yep,
it.
regenerating it. Yep. See this big thing here?
Yeah.
Doesn't exist. Anyway, just kidding you.
What?
No, just kidding you all
It
anxious.
looked like. Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like a big monster. So,
Oh,
I won't say what it is. I did see it for a second.
like a huge tentacle thingy. So by the end of the day, you guys are approaching what looks like. So if you imagine Petra, yeah, the ruins of Petra, that's sort of carved out of the side of a mountain. This is somewhat like that. It has various people in cross-legged reposes, and other people standing with books, and other people with a staff, and all very, I guess, I wouldn't say knowledgeable, but they seem to have a certain authority about their pose or serenity.
It's starting to look like
And
home.
yeah, and you can see a set of stairs carved in the side of the cliff that seem to lead up, and what you can see is it doesn't go all the way up, it goes about 3/4 of the way up, and then you can sort of see that there's a sort of an open area that's below the actual top level of the canyon top. That's sort of like I don't know, it could be a veranda or an open area field or something. You're not sure because you aren't up there. So, do you wish to go up the stairs? Or fly, or whatever you can do.
Yeah, let's go up the stairs then.
I'll crawl up the side of the
Okay.
wall.
And I'll
Rightio.
attempt to put my full armor on.
Yep.
Because I imagine it'd take us some time, so I wouldn't have to.
Okay, so the Centurion is doing it the hard way, climbing up the stairs. Because I take it, G-Gil, you're going to fly up?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Oh, wait, I
Sonic
can
fly
slide
up.
up. Never mind. I'll just
Yep,
slide
you
up.
can. Okay. So you guys get to the top, you stop, you alight on this level, and basically it's a large courtyard. It's like a stone garden sort of thing, and it has a couple of fountains, it has some pools. As you sort of all land and sort of all sort of regroup, there's about 3 or 4 people in this area, and they just look up at you. And they just quietly put their books down and get up, smiling, and just slowly walk over to you, stopping around about 3 inches, 15 feet away from you, and they bow and they say, welcome. What brings you here?
Well, you see, we're lost and we're trying to find our way home.
Wayfarers. As long as you abide by the rules of this school, you are more than welcome.
Is there a book of rules?
There are only 2 rules. Take only what you need and give more.
Give more.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm actually kind of This is out of character. I'm actually kind of afraid to say anything, but
Does anyone else sort of? Yeah, you go.
I
Sorry.
know what I want. I don't, but I'm not sure how to give more to it.
Okay. They say you look thirsty and dirty. Perhaps a wash and a meal might put you in a more peaceful state of mind. Would you like to follow me?
I'll look at everyone and see what they think.
I was about to say,
Sure.
it couldn't hurt any worse than it already have.
Okay, so one of the guys leads you off up to the center, up some stairs, going up taller and taller. Basically, each level, which is about 15 feet higher than the one before. So you've got this big, huge stone garden sort of thing, and the next one you've got what looks like, to your practiced eye, sort of like a martial area where you'd be practicing fighting skills, because there's some targets, there's some body mannequins, all sorts of things here. What you can tell is whatever they're using is very effective because they've got a huge pile of broken mannequins and targets. So you go past this, you go up another level, and in here you have a columned, in a U section, a U formation, you've got a huge building with columns that line the corridor that goes around the inside of it. He takes you straight through the middle, and he says, please come in, this is where we eat. You walk in, and you're all sort of struck a little bit because there's this table. It's not that big. It would seat about 18, 20 people. And it seems like out of one of those cartoons, there is a whole lot of stuff floating and moving about like somebody's getting a meal ready, but there's no one here.
Somebody's doing what, but there's nobody here?
It's like bowls are floating over, food's been tossed into something, water's being poured into a glass, forks are being set, they're all moving, coming from different parts of the room. No person is doing this, but they're all doing it, and it's setting 5 places.
Uh,
I advise if you.
I'm on a really bad trip, or yeah, I'm on a really bad trip.
or this is just Fantasia made manifest.
I'm going to tell the guys. I advise that if you do eat, don't eat your fill.
Well, okay.
Right. So the gentleman ushers you forward to sit at a place. The chairs move out by themselves. They are not armed or anything. They're just, a back and a bottom and legs. So you take a seat, and he says, if you would just, you're all pretty hungry. If you would indulge me for a moment, I'll just say thanks for the food and the preparation. Blah, 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 blah. And he says, please eat your food.
Blah, 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 blah.
He does something, some sort of little ceremony. He says, please eat your fill, your drink. Do you wish me to stay with you and talk with you? I might be able to answer questions, or do you wish me to leave you to eat?
Well, yeah. If we ask you a question, do we have to pay it back, or is this going to be a freebie?
He says, knowledge is free for those who want to find it.
Oh, goody. I take a seat.
Mm-hmm.
And what does the food look like?
It looks very appealing. Nice salads. There's pastries. There's vegetables. There's fruit. Doesn't seem to be any meat on the place.
Meat. I had a funny feeling you were going to say that. Well, I'm piling my plate full of nice salady veggies.
Radio. They are very tasty. Um, yeah. The water in
No,
the
no
glass.
fish. I'm
No,
rather
no
interested
fish,
in that.
no meat whatsoever.
And besides
Okay.
that, it's not
Yep.
sustainable anyway.
And I imagine no nuts. Well, there's no water either. But where the hell did they get all the
Ah, he
veggies?
says, well, these come from the underground greenhouse.
Okay. Listen, what do you know about portals?
Oh, not enough, but enough to know they can be troublesome.
Yeah, we're
That
having
goes without saying.
we're finding that
Mm,
out.
mm, mm,
The hard way.
Yeah.
What? Sorry, what did you say, Digil? The
The
hard way.
hard
Yeah.
way.
He says, yes, many people do. Yes, they do.
Have you ever come into a situation where one of these portals have been broken?
I've never heard of that happening. No, you'd have to do something like you encounter it or you break it.
So
I'm
was that a question or just
That's what he
stating?
asks.
I'm likely to believe that we did it.
Yeah.
I would be very interested to know how you did that.
We don't exactly know.
Oh, well, if when you have filled your stomach and slaked your thirst and are ready to exchange some information, perhaps then I could ask you if you could recount it for me.
Yeah. Well, I'm not that hungry, but I'll drink some water.
Okay, it's very sweet tasting water. It's very nice.
I'll
So,
probably only have like half a cup.
yep, that's all cool.
Please.
Yep.
I have a question,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Um, if you take what's the term? Oh, what was in that highlight book? What do they call it? Uh, interdimensional thingy space. An interdimensional space into an interdimensional space. I guess
Why
that's
would you
what
do
those
that?
portals are like.
Well, that would create a huge reaction. Very
Like a
very chaotic result. No one knows what would happen, but it would generally be quite devastating, quite damaging.
Well,
explodey like.
It could quite be, yes,
how about the creation of a micro sun?
quite easily. Creation of I don't know if you understand the term, but we call them dark spots.
Yeah.
Okay, now
A
here's my
place
next
where
question.
huge gravity is concentrated into one single final point.
A
Would
singularity?
that
Huh.
A singularity. That would be another way of describing it, yes.
Where would it happen? Would it happen in the space between where, say, a portal is going to, or would it happen on the other side of the
It
portal?
would probably happen exactly where the both of those interdimensional spaces initially contacted.
Hmm.
Oh, so the
Probably,
doorway.
probably, yes.
Good. Just want to make sure it wouldn't destroy the place where the doorway led to.
Uh-huh.
Casting a look at G Girl.
Right.
Yeah, but we all let her in first, and
Yep.
if we were on the other side of G Girl, we probably would have been lost in whatever, or repelled along with her.
Right. No.
No. We would have been home. She would have been repelled.
Yep. So, any other questions of this person?
Is there a way to repair it?
I do not know.
Is there somebody here who may know?
Certainly, I could call
Knowing
for the
on a leaf.
sage.
And
But
imagine.
sometimes his meditation takes paramount consideration before anything else. But I can definitely send a message saying that once he finishes his duties and tasks, that you would seek an audience with him
What's this place called?
This place, Skataris.
Skataris.
On the Red Blood
And
Plains.
are there any other places here? Any cities or any towns?
Many cities. Some, of course, perhaps not as welcoming as our small school.
Now, you don't know of any other portals or interdimensional places on here?
Well, I didn't say that.
Oh?
Mm.
Popping a cherry tomato in her mouth.
All right.
What you think?
The knowledge and the practice of utilizing activating portals is not mine yet granted. I am still in training. I have command and control over other magics, but that particular magic is not mine yet.
I'd
Wait,
take
The
it
sage,
that
when the sage thinks I am ready, I will be ready.
Wait, you mean you can learn magic here? I mean, real magic?
Certainly.
Not pull a rabbit out of a hat magic, but magic
Oh.
magic?
Yes, but why would I want to pull an animal out of a hat? Would that not be cruel?
And kind of lame.
Mm.
And this sage person teaches it? Is he the only person who teaches it?
Oh no, there are many wise elders on Skataris. Unfortunately, some are less benevolent than others. Some have other missions, which put lots of people in peril. Yes.
Wow. It's like the Lord of the Rings here.
The Lord of the Rings.
Sorta.
I haven't heard of him, no. Does he have another name?
No.
And how many rings does he have?
Yes, how many? And do you know the magical properties of these rings?
I think his name. Well, I mean, I think he's Sauron. Okay, let me remember. I just finished reading a book. Okay, there's Sauron, and I think he's the Lord of the Rings. And there's Gandalf, but he isn't. And then
I don't recognize any of these names.
Okay, then there's Elrond.
No, I do not know of an Elrond.
And Elrod. Elrod? Shit,
Yeah.
I can't remember saying his name right. I think so. Galadriel.
No.
And there was the Hobbits, and there was 3
The
rings.
Hobbits.
And,
What is the Hobbits?
They're
the little guys
about
with fairy
3
feet.
furry feet. Yeah, what she just said.
Dwarves.
You have
More like a
dwarves?
halfling. Halfling?
We have dwarves. We don't have this halfling thing you talk of. We don't consider dwarves halflings. They are their own race.
Oh yeah, that's right. Humans did call them halflings. Never mind.
Mm-hmm.
No, halflings wasn't a term until like D&D or something like that.
Yeah. It was hobbits.
Humans called. No, I think I may be wrong, but I
think I might be referring to the movie. They're referring to
Aragon. I think Aragon referred to what's his name? He referred to them as halflings.
Okay. So
in the first, I believe they were referred to as halflings, and it was indicated it was a derogatory term.
Right. So the gentleman asked you, Basilica. So these people, they are lords and ladies. They're people of power.
Only like Elrond, he's the leader of the elves, and Galadriel, she is kind of like the leader of the elves too. And Gandalf isn't a leader, but he's a wizard.
So you have wizards.
And yeah,
you have wizards.
No, we don't have wizards. Oh, I'm sorry. No, these are in a book.
A
A
book of
book.
fiction.
Oh, it's not a history.
No, no, it's books written by a guy by the name of R.R. Tolkien.
Don't know of this R.R. Tolkien. Is he a man of wisdom,
Mm,
power, magic?
Well, not really magic, but
Probably more
I
of a
some
bard.
people. Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
okay. Well, okay. So, may I ask you a question?
Okay.
Could I ask where you come from?
Well, we come from Earth.
Earth.
Yeah. Well, actually, I come from San Francisco.
We
You come
we
from two places,
Well, no, Earth is a planet, and San Francisco is the city.
and this San Francisco, it's the only city, or it's the biggest city?
Oh no, there's tons of cities and tons of states, and there's countries, and there's continents, and yeah.
Hmm.
It is a city in the nation state called the United States.
The United States. Oh, there's something about this place that's familiar, but I can't put my finger on it.
Really?
Hmm.
maybe you read it in a book.
No, no. Perhaps if we can talk to the sage, he might be able to give us some more information.
Yeah.
Okay. It's destroyed now, but there was this box, and we opened the box, and then there would be something in it, and each of us got this different thing that was in it. Like G Girl had nothing in the box, and Centurion had this vial of stuff that would fix his armor, and Ice Rider had a button, which he should still have,
Hmm.
and I had moths fly out. Have you ever heard of a box like that?
There are many varied magical boxes. Um, was there anything distinguishing about this box? It had a pattern or it had runes on it?
I don't remember,
It
did it?
was just a. It wasn't a metal box.
A metal
I'm,
box.
well, I'm having trouble remembering it, Steve.
Hmm.
That's all. Was it? It was a metal box, wasn't it?
Well, the funny thing is, your character's having trouble remembering it too.
Uh
Okay, I'm going to strain to try and remember it.
Hmm.
Do you have a piece of paper
It's
and a pencil, sir?
a
Please.
pencil. I can get you a quill and some ink.
Okay.
has anyone?
Has
I
anyone?
was say, has Jigo started eating? Who
I don't know. Well,
who
Basilica's
started
been
eating?
throwing it down. Sonic's been throwing it
Um,
down. Centurion, I guess, would be trying it very cautiously.
I've only sipped the
Actually, with the whole
water.
conversation, I think she's deep in thought.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe it'd be best if we saw the sage first before anything.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Is there anything else you want of me? Or otherwise, I'll go and try to deliver the
hold on,
message.
I want to draw this picture for you.
I'll just get you a piece of paper, piece of parchment, and an ink pot and a quill. So he puts that beside you and says, "If you excuse me for a few moments, I will go inform the Sanchal that you wish to see the sage."
Okay, cool. And I proceed to try and draw a picture of the box.
Okay.
Should ask for some charcoal.
Well, yeah, but okay. So he's away not that long. What are you doing while he's away?
I'm trying to see if I've forgotten anything, like things about my life, like I technically don't know where I come from, but stuff like that.
Well, you do because it was in your background. You're half and half, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So you sort of have a, well, up to you, matey, up to you.
Well, no, because I know we talked about it, but I never read anything down. So
Oh, okay. Well, I just assumed that's what it was
I'm
going to
trying
be.
to remember if I.
Okay, I'll whisper it to you if I can remember it all.
You know what I'm doing.
Yes, I do.
Eating and drawing.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't. If we're having difficulty with memories, we don't want to eat anymore. And this guy seems to remember something about Earth.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with my memory except for remembering what the box looks like.
Well, that's what I'm
The,
I
saying.
mean, I
the funny
remember
thing
where I
is,
come
you
from.
get a mental image of a box that's roughly 1.5 foot by 1.5 by a foot deep with a lid on it, but you can't really remember any actual detail apart from this sort of cubish sort of shape. That's all you can remember, and its rough dimensions. You know, it had some sort of lining, and you all sort of, if you're talking about it, you all sort of agree that it was probably a purpley pink lining, sort of a velvety, satiny sort of lining, but that's about as close as you guys get.
Okay. Well, that's what I drew, and I write down the particulars
Okay.
underneath the picture.
Yeah, but Ice Rider seems to think that it was made of metal. No one else can remember what it was made of.
Yeah, or it could have been another box. 'Cause it wasn't the same box as the one we first saw, right?
No, it wasn't.
So it wasn't metal. It was, we never actually checked to see what it was.
Yeah. So you
Can I close my eyes
Yeah.
and try and remember the textile feel of it? Maybe I can go in that direction.
Yeah. No,
If
yeah.
going with sense memory as opposed to memory.
Completely, it's a slippery eel. The harder you try to actually get to it, the further it slips away. It's really weird.
Oh, so if I go totally zen, it should be right there in my tip.
But can she go totally zen?
I can.
Jiga?
Mm-hmm.
Think of nothing? What a concept.
Exactly. She can't do that.
No, I don't see her doing it, to be honest.
No, it's in the absence of all the things that she knows to be real and measured and scientific and all that sort of stuff. It'd like be her. It would be a very big enemy to her, wouldn't it?
But not that I could have suggested to them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, when you try getting all zen, and
you mean like the Dalai Lama?
Yeah, and like don't think about anything.
Okay, like my
You spit, yeah. You pray.
Shoot. I want to say AV, but not AV. My photography teacher. He's like so totally into
yogurt. He's into yogurt.
Yoga,
yeah.
and just meditating. He would have us just sit and meditate, like when we were in grade school, where we'd have that timeout time, and you just sit there, and the teacher tells you, like, just sit there and just don't do anything, just kind of like be quiet.
Yeah, just sit right back and hear a tale. Faithful ship.
Okay, if I remember, you gotta like do it in like a room with no lights,
or a candle, or a moth, or a button.
Okay, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
As you get up to leave, your friend walks in the door, and he sort of just looks at you innocently, like questioning, "Is everything okay?" As you get up.
Oh yeah, I'm just going someplace where I can go zen.
Zen. Oh, zen. That's what you call zen. Okay. Let me show you. And he takes you out another door, and he takes you to a privy.
No, that's the bathroom, sir. Zen, like meditating.
Oh, meditation. I thought. Sorry, please excuse the confusion. I thought zen was a word that you use to describe your bodily functions.
That's probably the best place to go zen.
Well, actually, now that we're here, I think I do have to go. So can you hold on a second, please?
Do you want me to wait outside the door for you?
Well, yeah.
Very well. I'll just move over to the other side of the corridor, if that's okay.
I don't think you should go in with me. That would
No,
be kind
neither
of.
do I. I was going to return to your friends to see if their needs are being met.
Oh, yeah. You can do that when I'm done. I'll just catch up with you then there.
Very well.
Then you can take me to the place to do the meditation.
Certainly.
So I slip in.
It's basically a long drop. You've got some rags. You've got a bucket of water. It's pretty basic.
Fucking long drop.
It's a stone long drop.
She stands there and looks. Okay, this is disgusting.
It doesn't smell disgusting. It doesn't smell bad at all.
I'm sure they probably it's either above a underground stream or something, or they use a goodly amount of lye, or they flush it on a regular basis.
Who knows?
Well, she immediately wipes the seat down.
Right? First step always. And then we'll pan away from the camera from her. We'll leave her at that moment.
Good.
Okay, you guys, the gentleman walks back in and says, just to avoid any other further confusion, I apologize about the confusion with the word Zen, but if you gentlemen and lady would like to use our privies, they are through that door that I just took your friend through, and he describes where to go. Is there anything else you require?
I don't think so, not at the moment.
All right. Well, then could I take you, we'll wait for your friend to get back, and then I could take you to a room where you could rest while you're waiting for the sage.
That sounds good.
So
how
he
long
waits until...
will this
I
take?
do not know. It could be early this evening. It could be tomorrow. It could be the day after. I do not know.
Or it could be, yeah. Alright, okay.
Oh, no. He says, I don't think it'll take that long.
Oh, good.
But our sage has been in his meditative trance now for 2 days. And
Okay.
It usually goes 2 to 4 days. So once Basilica is back, he takes you. He asked if you want to have a room with all of you in it, or 2 rooms, one for the males and one for the females.
Yay! I don't want to sit in a room with guys. That's creepy.
Oh, very well. He says he doesn't
Sol is
understand your...
sleeping.
Yeah.
Sol
He
is
doesn't understand
sleeping
all
in
your
a
customs.
place.
So, yeah. Okay, so he takes you to 2 rooms. They're very nicely appointed. It has a sort of an Arabian, sort of Moroccan sort of feel to it, if you like.
Does he have any spare clothes?
Certainly, he can produce some clothes for you.
Let's put that
He
on.
shows you where the water is. He shows you the closest privies to your room. He asks that you don't. You're quite welcome to go to the stone garden, and just please do be careful when you go through the training field and back into here. But please, if you'd respect our privacy until you've spoken to the sage and he decides what sort of privileges that you will be received with. Please do not go anywhere else.
Did he tell me where I can go and do the meditating thing?
Oh, your room. It's got some lovely little alcoves that you can meditate in, and it's already got some
good.
incense and stuff, and
some herbal stuff.
I will check out the stone garden though.
Yep. So you check out the stone gardens. It's like I said before. It's like a garden, but it's all made out of different stones. Some of it's been sculpted, some of it's been built. It's all very artistically pleasing, and with the added functions of the fountains, it's just a really, really peaceful, serene place to be in.
Cool.
It's you are invited to come sit at the table for the evening meal, which is sort of time is really irrelevant here. So it's dark. You go. I take it you go.
After she does her meditation, sure.
Okay.
If we're not forgetting anything, then yeah.
Okay. So
Just those rules.
Yeah.
I don't think we need to worry about eating here.
So your friend asked you whether you want your food in your room or to come and meet the rest of the students. So you go to the table. The table's now, apart from the top chair, which presumably is the sage, you guys are reseated at the area you were seated, and there are around about about eight other people here. No, that'd be too much. 12. Yeah, okay, we'll say eight, including your friend. They all bow to you and greet you.
Bow back.
Yeah. They invite you to sit down, and then they say their little whatever it is ceremony, whatever, da 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 da, and then the food's there, and you can eat. Also, this time there are some carafes of some sort of liquid. Who your friend says it is mildly alcoholic. So I do not know what your customs are
I'm too
around the
young to
consumption.
drink alcohol.
Very well. So
The water will be fine.
Parents
All right.
would kill me.
All right. So they serve the food. There's soup and there's breads and there's more vegetables and salads and nuts and all that sort of vegan stuff. And you're sort of about 3/4 of the way through the meal, and the other people are making polite conversation.
I deliberately don't eat a lot.
Yep, well, you can. That's up to you. You will be a little bit hungry, but that's okay.
Yeah.
About 3/4 of the way through your meal, there's a gong sound. Everyone sort of stops and puts their knives and forks down and stands. And your friend sort of tries to usher you up.
Yeah. Stand
Okay,
up.
so then several other gentlemen walk in front of a rather elderly looking man who barely looks like he's able to move. He's supported by a young boy in a flowing robe that sort of has about 15 feet of train behind him that's held by several other people. It's a sort of a yellowy gold with red embellishments on it with lots of sort of twirls and fiery sort of things and leaves and things. He sits down at his head and he just greets everyone and please eat, continue your meal. And he starts eating, then someone goes over to him and says da 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 something in his ear, and he's he puts his knife and fork down. He says, and as he does that, everyone else puts their knife and fork down. You guys don't.
Oh shit! It's
everyone
one
else
of
does.
those.
Yeah.
No, I follow him.
Okay.
Then it looks like
I've just been informed. I couldn't see you behind young Suresh there. So you're travelers.
Yes.
I wouldn't say travelers, but we are lost.
Wayfarers then. Seekers of knowledge or seekers of a particular direction?
Just seekers of home.
Seekers of home. Where do you originate from?
I think we come from another reality we call Earth. I don't know. Do you guys call Earth?
Yeah, when you say Earth, his face changes. You see that straight away. He sort of looks away and looks at like he's in thought. No. His face sort of changes. It's like something's clicked. He looks away for a second in thought, and he says, "Does this Earth place have another name?"
Terra, Midgard.
Sol.
Terra. So you will know of the Red Scarab, Wolfen, the White Ninja, Sword.
Do we?
You'll also know of Fusion. They are great heroes from the world of Earth, Terra.
Well, we've got many great heroes.
Well, Sword came to us. He had machinery welded to his flesh, and of course, in our world, that would fail quickly. So he underwent some of our spells and techniques and learnt our way, and he renamed himself the Red Scarab. You haven't heard of this person?
I think I have, actually.
Wolfen, a man that could turn himself into the fury of a wolf, but standing upright bipedal.
Sounds like a werewolf in our lore.
The White Ninja, a man dressed completely in white. He held a slightly curved sword. He was a master with that sword and a master of stealth.
How long ago were they here? Did they come individually
They
or?
were here in my youth some 80 years ago.
Thinking back to comic books, do they sound like comic book characters too?
They sound like comic book characters, but they're nothing that you know of, nothing that you've read.
Yeah,
They actually
we've
sound
never heard of them.
like they also sound like legitimate superheroes as well, or villains.
Yeah. All of them.
Well, they weren't. I don't know them from San Francisco, right? Or is they like
They talk with a different
kids have
accent,
talked about?
closer to any points to Ice Rider, closer to your accent. They talked with
Greek?
No, a little bit further east.
and south.
It's southeastern, yeah.
Southeastern what?
Southeast of Greece.
Yeah, quite a bit of southeastern Greece. They came from a place. They gave me a name. It started with R. I cannot remember it, but it was a R sound.
Russia?
No, that was not the name
Romania?
of the town that they came from.
Oh,
It was by a lake. It was set in one of two islands.
near Greece?
No, what is this Greece?
Oh, that's where he comes from.
No.
No.
Well, that's no.
Okay.
That's where what's his name comes from. Centurion.
Oh, that's Centurion comes from Greece.
Yeah.
Where does Ice Rider come from?
The Middle East.
But it's what his parents were. That's the thing.
Yeah. Starts with an R and a lake. I don't know, could be any place.
Yes. Well, no matter, he says.
Could you word it out, or have you just
I'm going to type it to you now. You find your way here to, what did they call it? Magic World. Your friends called it Magic World.
They called this Magic World.
Apparently in their world, magic was rather a rare resource.
Yeah. It's gone a little funny over the years, but did they end up finding their way home?
Yes, we helped them. Once they helped us with the magic wars. But unfortunately, that piece has long since fallen, and we seem to be troubled with our old troubles. The Dark Parliament rises on the Rhone plains.
What
There
now?
are not many green wizards left. It is up to us, the tan, to fight the black and red wizards, because they continually fight for power over what is left in Skataris. And we'll stop it there, guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just turn this. So I would suggest